Hey everybody, this is 5 Minutes of Horror with Iconic Horror, and today we're going to be talking about Doom Annihilation. So I'm going to play the trailer here for everybody and we can talk about that afterwards. Before, let's just talk about the history of Doom. Doom started off as a first-person shooter game. It's probably one of the most iconic ones. I feel like it's one of the ones that kind of got everybody started into that. It's along the lines that Wolfenstein and Doom are the two that I remember way back when computer gaming was just really starting to take off. I enjoyed the games, not as much as my friend Blaine. If you check him out on 5 Minute Tech and his own channels there, he's a huge Doom fan, plays a lot of it on his channels. He enjoys it a lot, so I'm kind of excited to see what he thinks about this, actually, more than anybody else. Now, they did a movie in 2006, I believe it was, and there's no better way to say this other than it was the movie that The Rock couldn't save. It was that bad. It was a terrible film. Now, being a video game movie, most of the time, I'd say they're bad. There's not been that one, like for the comic book industry, Iron Man, that pushed and excelled all our expectations of what a comic book movie was and made it so that it was the biggest thing now. We haven't had that for our video game movies so far. Decent for Resident Evil, things like that. There's been a few that have been okay, but nothing that has really pushed it into the limits of what movies could be. Now, we're gonna watch this trailer. Looks like Tony Giglo, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce it. He's the director for this. He's directed a few things, has written a lot more stuff. He's also the writer for this. And he seems to be in those like sequel films. He wrote some stuff for the Resident Evil, or was a part of one of the Resident Evil films. He's done some directing and writing for Death Race, like 4. And things like that. So really good action-packed films, some ones that have decent production level, but always the cinematography seemed to be a little lacking. From what I quickly saw in the trailer, that's kind of what I think. But hey, let's check that out and see what we can do from there.
Man received a distress signal moments before the base went offline.
Move up. Die, die, die! What is going on?
They opened up a portal to hell.
So we're back from the trailer, and what do you guys think? Please comment to let me know what you guys think. I really want to find out what Blaine thinks about this one. Once again, like some really good points of it. There's a lot of action looking in the film. Seems like the production level is way up. Some of those brief glimpse that we got of the monsters that they fight look great. I hope that's how they end up being in the full end of this film, because they look fantastic in that little piece that I saw. Now, bad cinematography looks like a cheap budget film. You can tell it's a cheap space film. Some of the video points look like they're filmed on something like I'm filming on, which is not the greatest, let's put it that way. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'm not gonna put my hopes up like I did for the first Doom movie. And no Rock in this one. Actually, the cast is like nobody's. I don't know anybody in it. None of the names jump off the page. I'm sure if I look into it, they've been into some other stuff. I'm assuming, but I don't know them offhand. They're not one of the big names in acting, at least that I've seen. So that kind of worries me a little bit, but we'll check it out. When it comes out, we'll go take a look at it. And for those of you that don't think that it's a horror film, Doom is a horror genre first-person shooter. I don't give a shit what anybody says. So this is going to be horror. It's an action-based horror for sure, like Resident Evils and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So please like, share, subscribe, do all those wonderful things you do. And don't forget to click on the notification buttons check myself out at Iconic Horror, and check out all the other great content that's on the 5 Minute channel. Until next time, watch more horror.